Welcome friends to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda. This is Mike 810. I am psyched to do this because this is one of my favorite games of all time. Let's listen to the wonderful music as it plays. Ah yes. This is the story with a translation from Japanese. I'll explain it in more depth in a little bit. And now our wonderful cast of characters, or rather a cast of treasures. All the items you can get throughout the game. Kind of feels like cast of characters you get in a movie. Except we're just getting started. I am so psyched for this Let's Play. I love this game. I have played this game practically my entire life. This is like the one game that I can say that I pretty much have consistently played throughout my life without long pauses in between. You know, sometimes you play a game and then you don't touch it for a while, and then you come back to it eventually. Well, not this one for me. I've always kind of played this. Alright, so let's begin. I think they want us to press start. So I have a previous game already in there, so I'm going to actually select a new one. So we're going to register. I just love registering. You know what, I'm just going to go and name this one Mike also, because it's really not going to hurt anything. Just a side note, if you register your name as Zelda, that's kind of like a code to basically start straight at the second quest. There are two quests in this game. We're going to play through the first one, but Zelda is the code that goes straight to the second quest. So after we do that, we have to hit select till we get down here and hit start. Okay, and then we select and we start this game, and here we go. So, we start off this game with nothing. So, we need to get something to fight with first. So it's a good idea to go into this cave first. And the old man says, "It's dangerous to go alone. Take this." That's right, if you're wondering where that line comes from, maybe you've heard me say it before. That's where it comes from. Alright, so now the game has a overworld map, like many RPGs do. And yes, this is an RPG. There are some naysayers out there, but just because you don't have stats in this game doesn't mean it doesn't qualify as a role-playing game. We play the role of Link, our hero of Hyrule. So basically you walk around the map, get enemies on every screen, almost every screen, and you can kill them for items. You can get rupees, you can get hearts for health, and other good things. And there are also dungeons in this game, which are considered the underworld. So you have your overworld, and you have your underworld. There are 9 dungeons in total, and we're going to be visiting all of them in order to beat the game. So, let's talk briefly about the story. Now, I'm going to give you the story as it comes out of the original game manual. So basically, the evil Lord Ganon is trying to take over Hyrule, and so he captures the Triforce of Power. There are 3 Triforces, hence the name Triforce. And there's the Triforce of Power, there's the Triforce of Wisdom, and the Triforce of Courage. This game will deal with the first 2. Ganon has the Triforce of Power, and he wants to get a hold of the Triforce of Wisdom. So Princess Zelda, being the princess of this realm of Hyrule, she breaks up the Triforce of Wisdom into 8 shards, or 8 pieces. And she hides each of those shards in the first 8 dungeons of the game. And the prophecy is said that only the hero of Hyrule can recover those 8 shards and then use them to go to Death Mountain and defeat the evil Ganon. So, before she's captured, she sends her maid Impa, and Impa flees out into the hills, where she is chased by Ganon's moblins and other minions. Right as they're about to capture her, she comes upon Link, who basically saves her from them, and she notices on the back of Link's hand a shape of the Triforce, indicating that he is the one destined to be the hero of Hyrule. And so Impa tells Link what has happened, and tells him what he must do. And thus, our story begins. So, I've kind of been just messing around, showing you basically the gameplay as you walk around the overworld here. While I told that story, because I felt that the story was necessary to get through in our first video here. So, I'm going to now head towards level 1. So I'm not going to mess with too many more of these guys. We'll go to level 1. Level 1 is the easiest, and it's, you know, pretty easy for beginners. Should not be a problem. Oh! In the lake is Zola. Zola keeps disappearing every time you try and kill her. If you're new to this, don't really try to kill her because your sword isn't strong enough to kill her in one blow, and whenever she disappears, she basically regains her strength, so I wouldn't bother trying to kill her until you have a stronger sword. Just focus on the other enemies. She doesn't really drop anything too special. I mean, you'll get the usual items, more likely hearts, but anyway, enough on that. Here is the entrance to level 1, so let's go in. Now, some of you may be aware of a possible glitch that may unlock a particular locked door. I am not going to exploit that. I am going to play the way it is intended. So, as we enter level 1, again, you walk into different screens, or in this case rooms, that have particular enemies in them. In most rooms, when you kill all the enemies, you get an item. In this case, we got a key. And that key will be useful because we have a locked door right ahead of us there. I'm going to go to, of course, all the rooms in this level. Now, you may notice that these are, by the way, these enemies are these, enemies, listen to me. These enemies are Stalfos, like skeleton guys. You may notice that one of them looks a little funny because he's actually carrying an item. He's carrying a key. That happens sometimes, and you have to kill him to get the key. And, well, oh! Oh boy, I wasn't expecting that. Apparently I just grabbed it off him without killing him. That is funny. That has never happened to me before. That is a first, friends. That is a first. Nevertheless, we got our key, we did our job there, and let's move along. Some more Stalfos. And so we proceed through the rooms, deeper into the level, or labyrinth as some people like to call it. Level, dungeon, labyrinth, it's all the same. And we get another key here. So, as we go through here, see we have got some bombs off an enemy, so we have bombs in our inventory that we can use. We're also generating our own map here as we go through each room. So we make our own map as we go through, but there's also a full map hidden in each level that we can get that will basically make the whole shape of the level appear for us. Now, our first video is about over, so I'm going to end it here, and when we come back we shall continue to proceed through level 1. Thank you for watching!